Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, can we specify private modifier before classes, variables, and methods in Java? The answer is for class, it's no, whereas for variables and methods, it's yes. If you try to specify the private modifier before a class in Java, you're going to get a compiler error saying illegal modifier. You cannot provide private modifier before classes kind of error you will get. Okay. And coming to the variables and methods, you can definitely specify the private modifier. Okay. But class, you cannot specify the private modifier. Let me practically demonstrate this one for you. For that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE. I'm going to create a new class. And, I'm just going to give some name, class N, and finish. And once I create this class, I'll first try to specify the private modifier before a class in Java like this. The moment I provide that, I'm going to get a compiler error saying illegal modifier. Okay, you cannot specify private before a class in Java. Okay, so we have to move it back to public. What about variables and methods inside a class? Can we specify the private modifier before variables and methods in Java? The answer is yes, guys. Okay, private int a. I can specify private modifier before a variable, and the scope of this variable is okay. We cannot access this variable outside the class, guys. Okay, so because it is private to this particular class, within the class you can access this private modified specified variable, but outside the class you cannot access. Similarly, you can create a method by saying private void sample1. You see, without any error, we can create this method. Okay, and this method is also private to this particular class, and you cannot access this method outside the class because it is private to this particular class. So as you can clearly see, guys, when I specify private modifier before a class, I got illegal modifier error. Hence, I cannot specify private modifier before a class in Java. But coming to the variables and methods, I can specify the private modifier before variables and methods in Java. Okay. So hope guys you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. That is, can we specify private modifier before classes, variables, and methods in Java? For a class, it is no, whereas for variables and methods, it says. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.